Alrighty. Howdy Neighbors and welcome back to Heart Fragment. I forgot to fully load up the game because I am a fool. So if you remember last time, my heart stopped beating. So we're finding out that things are not good. Just on principle. We're trying to make it better. And ego says no. So here we go. Oh, I forgot! We're talking to the mermaid lady. Which honestly I could not care less about. Please, oh please, leave me alone. Don't you understand? I did this for your sake. I wanted to help you. To help me? Because with your help, everything may very well end. Stop exaggerating, it's not that bad. You idiot. You have no idea how badly you screwed this up, do you? Will you ever grow up? Will you ever learn? You foolish, stupid, idiotic, moronic piece of... You're the one who doesn't know anything. What the hell did you just say to me? I said you're a piece of shit. An idiot who doesn't know anything. You idiot, you. We don't need him. We don't need someone who just weighs us down. Someone who doesn't know the meaning of the word loyalty. They may as well have deserved to die. If my character loses one more marble, the news is gonna have something to talk about. What the fuck? Do you hear yourself? You're going just as insane as that man, if this keeps up. You won't be worth keeping around anymore either. You may as well disappear now then, before you end up with a much worse fate. What could be worse than this? Oh, you'll see. Thursday, GamesRHard. Fuck everything. How close are we? Oh my god, we're so close. We're so close. The Andre is gonna come out soon. Alright, what do we have here? Oh. We love the hustle. Finally, the last chapter of More Monsters 3. Sorry again, this review is taking so long. I would say this, the protagonist is cute and unique. I just hope that she manages to overcome her burdens. I just want to show you guys something, just real quick. This is the last time I played, the 25th. It's currently the 31st. It's been like a week. So, forgive my rust. I'm in the living room. Oh yeah! He tried to drown himself. Right. Such shines in through Lana's curtains. Help her to clear the grogginess from your head. Kay, where are you? Immediately, Kay's figure pops out from the doorway. You're awake. And you look a lot better than you did yesterday. Hehe. Kay's cheeks flush red as he sits down on the couch next to you. He's gotten used to Lana's house well enough that he can navigate himself alright without my help all the time. As if you've gotten down at all. Yeah, Lana said I should be fine. I still feel bleh, though. Anything is better than yesterday. Sorry again about that, Iris. It's okay. But can you tell me more about what happened? I was really worried. Well, after I ran off, I couldn't figure out where I was anymore. I guess without whatever that calling I felt was, I was just back to navigating with my blindness. I was totally lost, and totally freaking the hell out. All I could do was keep wandering around and find something familiar. I thought about calling you, but then I realized I left my phone at home when I ran out last night. Haha, I was doing quite a sight, rushing around yelling your name at the top of my lungs. But somewhere along the way, I guess I ended up at the beach. I was so tired that I just collapsed on the sand and started sobbing. My thoughts were screwed up. It was like they were split into 3 categories. One part was telling me I need to find my way back to you and apologize. And another part was telling me that if you had just reacted the way I wanted, it wouldn't have happened. Hey. Now, just to clarify, I don't blame you for any of that now. It was my own fault. But the third part was saying that maybe it'd be best if I disappeared, so that you could live your life. I would never want that to happen. It's still kinda hard for me to believe that, I guess. When you found me though, I felt like my heart was beating at 1,000,000 miles a minute. They came for me. For someone as pathetic as me, for everything I said. I was shivering cold, but so happy. It was like I had a chance to redeem myself. So Iris, like I said last night, I'd like to see a doctor. You're really okay with that? Yeah. I don't know what a doctor could do for someone in my situation, but it's worth a shot, right? I'm glad. We should talk to Lana about it. She knows more about how to get an appointment than I do. Okay. Kay tells you that she's making breakfast in the kitchen, and the two of you head there together. Have you two been up for a while? Don't worry about sleeping in. Give us a chance to chat. Hehe. What's up with the blushing? Nothing important. So, here's the thing. Getting an appointment with a therapist here is a total pain in the ass. This marathon is so small. A lot of clinics are booked up for months in advance, and have to put new patients on a waiting list. Aw. However, things are a lot easier in Sandwood City. So, it might not sound ideal, but hear me out. Okay, I know you're most comfortable when you're around Iris. But if you're willing to, I thought you could stay with Gray in the city for a while. Wait, what? It's easy to sense Kay's anxiety as he huddles in closer to you. His hand brushes against yours. Partly sensing your discomfort, Kay steps in closer to you and speaks in a hushed tone. You're safe. Kay helped me feel calmer back then. Try to do the same for him. With the other arm, you place your hand on top of his and squeeze it gently. Lana, I don't really know if... No, it's okay. I want to hear more. Sure about this? Yeah. Thank you for worrying. His smile. Why does it make my heart pound a little? Kay can see a doctor regularly for a while, and I know Gray would absolutely love having him there. He might be able to fill in some gaps about the time before you two met, Iris. That's true. Will this work? He's been really dependent on me, so he might... I think it's a good idea. You do? You could feel the quickened pace of Kay's heartbeat from how close he is, but despite the nervousness, he nods determinedly. I want to get help. I've already learned the hard way that you were right from the start, Iris. Right about what? You told me that if I don't think I could get better, I won't try. I want to get better, and I want to try. So, I'll keep telling myself that it's possible for that to happen. What a baby. I mean that like good way, like good baby. BB, not baby. Lana seemed quite certain that this was the right course of action. Makes you feel a bit more hopeful about things too. Iris, can I talk to you about this stuff? Of course, what's up? It's just, feeling anxious about all this, aren't you? I know it's for the best, but I'm scared that if I'm gone too long, you'll forget about me by the time I'm back. What if they think I'm crazy and lock me away for months? I want to stay by your side. I promise I won't forget you, even if you do end up staying away for a while. If I'm able to, I'll visit you. You somehow always know how to make me feel better. You're sort of magical like that. No, not at all. I'm just doing what anyone else would do. I don't think anyone else in the world would be able to make me this happy. Heh, that'd make you blush again. No, I just don't know what to say to something like that. Kay's hand begins to stretch up toward your cheek, like it has several times before. This time he stops midway and hesitates. Do I make you uncomfortable when I do things like that? His hand flops down at his side. points! Hold on. Yeah! Let's go! Full heart, full heart, full heart. The thrill of the hunt is on. Nah, I don't mind. Really? Well, it's embarrassing to admit that out loud. If you don't mind, then. His hand once more reaches for your flesh cheek. This time, though, he doesn't stop with a simple touch. He gently caresses your face in soft, relaxing strokes. Fuck yeah! You're a total liar. You're definitely blushing. It's hard not to when you're doing something like that. Hehe. Do want to do something together today? I want to spend as much time with you as I can before I have to leave. Sure, what do you want to do? You want me to decide? Sorry, I just need a moment to think. We could... Honestly, Iris, all I want is to be near you as much as I can before I leave. Makes you sound childish, doesn't it? Mixed with that face? Yes. I would say childish. I don't want you to force yourself into things just because you know I'm interested in them. Huh? That's not what I'm doing at all. I really like the things you do, because we have a lot in common. So, you haven't been saying you like the same things I do just to make you feel happy, have you? No, of course. He insists a little bit too dramatically. Really? Well, maybe that's part of it, but that's not the whole reason. I really do enjoy the things that you do. And we seemed really happy when we had common interests. Does it not make you happy anymore? It doesn't make me happy if you're only saying it for my sake. You're allowed to have your own opinions, you know. My biggest opinion of all is that I like it when you're smiling and having a good time, Iris. Are you angry? Not angry, but I'm a little confused. Iris, I like the things I say I do. I really, really do. I don't want to lie to you. Okay? Alright, you mentioned something once. Have you listened to any audiobooks lately? You like those, right? Not really. Kay sighs, looking somewhat ashamed of himself for his response. I'm too scared. Scared? Oh, did you listen to horror novels? No, it's not that. It's just... what if I don't like the books I enjoyed before? Sometimes I feel like being Kay is the most real I've ever felt. More than Jasper or Clive. And other times, I feel like none of them are real. I still don't even understand how I'm able to be 3 people at once. Maybe if I knew that, then I could finally piece it together. If you'd like, I can tell you what I know. The pain in Kay's eyes immediately fades away with a look of hope as he nods excitedly. Yes, please. Would you like to listen to Iris' explanation or skip past it? This will act as a recap of things you know so far. It's been a coon's age. Hold on. It's gonna be a recap of things so far. Do we need a recap? I think we might need a recap. Let's do it. Alright, let me decide where to start then. There's so much that Kay doesn't know. You haven't told him exactly who Shay is, the clear reason for Jasper and Clive to split apart, or how Clive created Kay. It's overwhelming. Hello? Hold on. So sorry, my bad. There's a giant bug, and that's not how I want to live my life. It's overwhelming even for you to think about. I can only imagine how Kay is going to feel hearing all of this. Let's start at the beginning then. Remember when I asked if you recognized the name Shay? Yeah, I remember. I think it's familiar, but I have no idea who that is, or who that actually is. It's just something I recognize in the name. Who is Shay? This is probably going to sound absolutely insane, but I may as well just dive right into it. Apparently she's some sort of goddess, or at least she's not human. A goddess? Who actually exists? As she claims, but for a goddess, she's pretty incompetent. She started appearing in my dreams a little while after you disappeared, and told me that to bring you back, I need to collect heart fragments. Don't bother asking what that's supposed to mean because I got no clue. Those fragments were appearing in my dreams and in the real world. They were like orange feathers. So I started collecting those feathers. It wasn't until I found all of them that she admitted I need to bring them to Clive and Jasper to make you whole. That's when I found out you, Clive, and Jasper used to be the same person. I guess that when you were young, you came to my mother's funeral to kill me. But you couldn't bring yourself to do it, so you started to sort of shatter inside. She split you into two people. Instead of just removing the desire to kill me entirely, she transferred it to Jasper and left it out of Clive. She thought that just removing the desire to kill might create an empty shell of a person, because she'd also have to remove other traces of your identity to do it. But instead of Jasper being an empty shell, Clive was. So she screwed around again, but this time rewrote Clive as the new person, Kay. So you're saying that I'm not even real? That Clive made me from his imagination? I don't know how it worked. He was probably drawing on his real-life experiences. I think somewhere along the lines, Kay stopped being made up. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that the person I know as Kay was genuine. Things will be okay someday, won't they, Iris? I believe they will someday. Hey, you two. Glad you're still around. Oh, crap. Was this a bad time? No, we're okay. Got you so excited. So, remember when I told you two that I had something I wanted to talk to you about yesterday? I don't remember that, actually. I don't remember that at all. I felt really horrible when I ended up whining to you guys about my job. I was totally stressed out. It helped me realize that I might as well give job hunting another go. I've been putting out job applications ever since then. That's great. Have you had any interviews? Even better, I got a job offer from a perfect place. There was an open spot on the cooking staff at a little takeout place that I used to frequent when I first moved here. I guess it's not a whole lot more glamorous than my old job, but I have history there, so I'm super eager about it. If you're up for it, I'd love to take you out for a meal to celebrate. I doubt anywhere you take us would be better than your own cooking. You're a sweetie. You two really seem to get along well. But now, if I'm going to be working at this new place, I'm bound to get worn out of cooking sooner or later. Might as well get a head start on skipping dishes. Oh. Where are we going? Chinese, sushi, pizza. We got options. No we don't. You wait, hoping that Kay might speak up on his opinion. But after the silence begins to get uncomfortable and awkward, you don't have any choice but to talk first. I'm fine with anything. Me too! Kay smiles cheerfully. He really does seem to have a weight lifted off his shoulders by not having to decide. If I push him to make his own decisions while his mind is still fragile, it could do more harm than good. But it's a really good idea to just let him stay so blissfully out of touch with reality. The choice ends up being made by Lana, who seems to be the only one comfortable with making a decision for the time being. Right, Chinese it is then, she declared, with what seemed like forced enthusiasm to lighten up the mood. It's a buffet, all you can eat. Help yourself to whatever you want. Everything looks really good. You go along putting things that appeals to you on your plate. Kay follows along doing the same thing. It isn't until you go back to your table that you notice something off. Crap, I'm sorry. Should have offered to help you dish everything out. Looks like you just grabbed all the same things I did. Do you want me to go through the line with you again? Nope. I want to try the same things that you do. Really excited, since I know you have great taste. Let's get your stomach twist with anxiety for his sake. Lana sits down at the table beside you with 2 plates, both of them completely full. Think you got enough food there? Nope, I'm totally going back for seconds, and thirds and fourths. Before I do that, I wanted to let you two know that I talked everything over with Gray. Got pretty much the best news possible. It's a new clinic that's accepting patients just a couple blocks away from Gray's house. Or Gray's place, excuse me. They're able to get you in for an initial consultation on Monday morning. Kay's body stiffened slightly. So soon? Aw, Kay, I know you're nervous. But think of it like this. The sooner you get in touch with the doctor, the sooner you can start getting help. And the sooner you can come back home to Iris. He breathed in deeply and attempted to stay calm. You're right, Lana. The sooner I'm able to be with Iris, the better. That means that there is still one more day before Kay will be on his way to the city. I'll be dropping you off a bit earlier, so that you'll have some time to prepare in advance. Oh, one day. Then Iris, let's make the most of it. Heart Fragment! Well, you ready then? We gotta be heading out. Nothing, he's unresponsive. Okay. Iris? Come back to me soon, okay? Yeah, I will. And? Reach toward him and pull him into a tight hug. Don't forget about me, please. Never. His tiny body feels so cold and scared against yours. You hold him close in a tight embrace, and he finally starts to relax again. I'll miss you so much. Don't forget me either. I won't. I promise. You ready to head out then, kid? I'm ready. Don't worry, Iris. I'll make sure he's alright. I guess you'll have to be the one doing daily check-ins now, huh? I'll call you often to let you know how things are going. Kay will have his phone too, though. So we'll still be able to talk. At least through text messages. Your father opens the passenger seat door to his car and helps get Kay settled in. This really is it. Kay really is leaving. Bye, Iris. Bye. Game finale! The sun will rise! Oh god, it's the heaven music. No! Not the heaven music! The moment Kay left, a knot began to form in your stomach. Or perhaps I have been forming words. Please, come hither. Or perhaps I had been forming for some time already, and you didn't really notice it until the boy was gone. Are we at max? Hell yeah, we are besties. We are lovers. Oh, doubt thou the stars of fire. Doubt that the sun doth move. Doubt truth to be a liar, but never doubt I love. William Shakespeare from Hamlet. I don't know anything about Hamlet. I didn't read that in school. Okay! My baby boy! Taking a hiatus from social media. Thank you to the lovely person who has read my garbled up thoughts for so long. I promise to return someday, like the sun rising after a difficult night. Love you, Kay! I wish you knew he'd return someday. He wasn't going to be gone forever, like you'd fear when he went missing. You're telling yourself that didn't solve the ache going on inside. The first moment the boy entered your life, you knew he was something different from anyone else you'd ever met before. He was funny, reassuring, sweet. He managed to wiggle his way into your heart before you realized what was happening. When he disappeared, your world momentarily shattered. Kay had become like your anchor, keeping you from drifting away into negativity. Some things still didn't make sense to you. How did he save you from that car while he still existed within Clive? How would he communicate with you in your dreams the way he did? What was the force that he mentioned? The one he said seemed to force him out of the dreams before he was ready. What really happened to the original version of the 3 boys before they were split apart? What did he go through? What parts of Kay's fragmented memory are true? Maybe Kay's memory loss was a good thing in the end. Clive clearly didn't have a stable sense of who he was. Kay. Kay was even less stable. He recall moments where his smile didn't seem real, even before losing his memories. His frown somehow suited him better. It looked more natural on his face. The way he seems grim for a moment. But if Kay could heal from this fractured sense of self over time, the torn pieces within him will start to fade to scars while he decides who he truly wants to be. If there's anyone in the world who can persevere through that, it's Kay. It'll be up to him to decide what kind of person he wants to be. But perhaps the combination of those fragments of Jasper and Clive are what makes Kay who he is. Maybe Kay has the potential to be someone that projects the good within those two. The kind of person he wanted to be from the very beginning. The first day without Kay was strange. He spent the day waiting for a phone call to let you know how things were going. Your father had called that evening to let you know that Kay was abnormally quiet, and your father was beyond concerned. Has he not spoken at all? Not much, no. I offered him food, and he ate it, but didn't say a thing the whole time. I'll call again tomorrow to let you know how the appointment goes. Alright. Surprised he hasn't at least texted me, though. I don't want to make assumptions. But it's my opinion that Kay might be best off avoiding contact with you for a little while. What? Why? If the boy is going into shock, just from being away from you, no contact policy might help wean him out of that mindset. Or it might just make things worse. He's comfortable when he's around me. Is it really a good idea to just take that away from him so suddenly? I wish I knew the answer to that. But listen, I'm gonna get him settled into bed in your room. Call you again tomorrow. The next day after Kay's appointment, you heard from your father again. Did they have anything to say that'll help, or some way to help his memory? Kay got referred almost immediately to a psychiatrist. There's nothing wrong with the boy physically at all. The issue is in his brain right now. But a psychiatrist can do something, right? He's not just going to be unhappy forever, will he? I got hope, so I'm expecting you should have some too. Don't think this is hopeless, even for 1 second. Lots of people with conditions like Kay's have improved over time. You'll hear from me again soon. Take care of yourself. His initial consultation with the psychiatrist resulted in a recommendation that he continue seeing someone at a mental health center in Sandwood City at least every second day. Your father made vague references to some sort of diagnosis, but didn't explain what it was, saying it was up to Kay whether or not he'd tell you about it. As the days continued to tick forward, we still didn't hear from Kay. Kay didn't text you regularly and helped keep you afloat. She even came to visit, and had a blast meeting Lana. You took extra time to work on improving your artwork occasionally. The dream you used to have to be an artist started to rekindle the more you worked on it. For some reason, those days didn't feel real. Lana recognized that Kay wasn't the only one who needed to be seeing someone to get help right now. You needed more support too. You managed to get an appointment with a therapist in Parathon after someone else on the waitlist canceled. The days continued to pass, but you still didn't hear anything from Kay. The more time passed by, the more you thought about everything that happened. How hard Kay was trying to be someone who would please you. How in the midst of memory loss, you were the only one that he truly knew was there for him. It's no wonder he became so attached to you. You were all he had in the world. We considered texting him several times, but decided against it in the end. When he was ready, he'd contact you. For some reason, your nightmares stopped. Friday, several weeks later. I wish I could sleep for a while longer. You wake up early to the sound of your alarm clock. Morning, kiddo. You ready for the big day? Not at all. It's been forever since I last did any schoolwork. How the hell am I supposed to get back into a routine after all this time? Don't worry, it's only homeschooling. You'll do just fine. I may be at home, but I still have to do video conferences with the rest of the class. I'm already exhausted thinking about it. I'm proud of you, Iris. You're so close to graduating. I would like to have done it already if things hadn't gotten so crazy. I can't believe Shannon graduated before me. Ha ha ha, you'll catch up quickly. Want me to get some breakfast for you? You still look half asleep. Sure, that'd be great. I'll call you in to eat in a few minutes. Lana's cheerful attitude brings a smile to your face, even though you're nervous about returning to school. Listen, 2 months to school. I got this. A text from Shannon. Knocked that virtual class dead today, bestie. Thanks, Shannon. Love you. Hang again soon? Absolutely. Thanks for thinking of me today, Shannon. You know I'm always thinking of you. Text me later and let me know how it goes. I definitely will. Have you set a date for your graduation party yet? Yeah. Friday. I booked a dance hall. You're still coming, right? Of course. That's why I asked. Whee! It's gonna be so much fun. I'm still in shock. I actually graduated. Oh my god. And I pulled most of my grades up to at least a B, so I'm totally set. LOL, yeah. You did a great job. I'm happy for you. I love you, Iris. Text me later to let me know how it goes. Wow. Talk to you later. The graduation party will be on Friday, huh? First you'll invite half the school. I have a feeling most of the night will be her complaining that I'm a wallflower, but I want to support her. She seems really proud of herself. Put your phone back away in your pocket before glancing at the time. You have half an hour before you need to connect to the school video conference in a new laptop Lana has set up for you. Yo, food's ready. Be there in a moment. Ta-da! Pancakes. Haven't made those in a while. Gotta have a special treat to get your brain fueled up for the day of note-taking lectures. Ah, jeez, I hope there's no lectures already. Ha! I'm sure there won't be. The school board said it's going to be a small class. You probably won't get stuck with too much work right off the bat. My guess is it'll be introductions, and that's about it. Thanks. Lana, did you hear from my father again at all? Only briefly, I'm sorry. I'm sure everything is fine. You know what they say, no news is good news. I sure hope you're right. Life has gotten kind of boring recently. I keep thinking about how great it was to just go back in time. It's all so calm that I get anxious about it. I get that way too sometimes. It's like the calm before the storm, like you're more worried about what will happen after the fact. My brain got so used to struggling with everyday life, now I've remembered how uninteresting I am. I'm a mutant. I'm supposed to have powers, but I still haven't found any new ones. Unless being boring as hell counts as a superpower. Those dream communications I used to have with Kay don't seem to be happening anymore either. It would have been nice to see him, even if it was only while I slept. Iris Bell? Yeah, I'm here. Already distracted from day one, huh? Sorry, I'll focus harder. I'll focus. Not much left for today. Iris Bell. I know, I forgot to silence my phone, I'm sorry. Holy Shannon. Sounds better than text me right now. School always is boring. I'd rather be doing just about anything else. Thank you all for joining today. I look forward to working with all of you this summer. We're disconnected from the video conference and groan loudly. I hope they'd at least let us keep our cameras turned off. But I guess they want to make sure students are actually listening. Alright, Shannon texted. It's Kay! Oh, the baby boy! Hey, Iris. I know it's been forever since we talked. I'm really sorry. Promise I'll explain everything. It's the boy! He said he was taking a break from social media. Oh. Excuse me, Shannon's first. I'm so sorry. I haven't been this happy since the day Mr. Muffin Cakes came home as a kitten. Grad party is on! Y'all. Hell yeah. And then, my boy. My ideas flow so rapidly that I have not time to express them. By which means my letters sometimes convey no ideas at all to my correspondents. Jane Austen, Pride and Prejudice. My boy. Also, I'm proud of you, Shannon. That's Kay. The first time you heard from him since he left. Oh my god, why's my heart pounding like this? It's been so long that I don't even know what to say to him. Just gotta keep it cool. Everything's fine. Kay, oh my god, it's been so long. You were right. Thank goodness you replied. I was worried you might have been angry with me for not contacting you. No, not angry. Just worried about you. I totally understand. I'm really sorry. There's so much that I need to tell you, Iris. Are you comfortable with seeing me again? I want to meet up. No pressure, of course. Fuck yeah, I want to meet! If anyone says no, you are terrible. Absolutely. When and where? If you're free today, Gray offered to drop me off. It's supposed to be a surprise visit, but I thought you'd probably want a heads up. Wow, okay. Yeah, that is very sudden. But for sure. What time are you coming? I'm kinda already here, just pulled in. Holy shit. Heart's still pounding. You rush to your bedroom window and look outside. Sure enough, there it is. Your father's car, parking in the driveway. God, could he have given me a bit more of a heads up than that at least? Hear a knock at the front door. Okay, maybe it was a good thing to have come unannounced. If I had spent the whole day freaking out, like this, I'd never have made it through school. One more deep breath. You head downstairs to the front door. Hey! An awkward stammer escapes your mouth at the sight of the boy in front of you. Hi! He sounds just as nervous as you are. Somehow relaxes you a bit. Well, come in. Is my father not coming in too? Not right now. It's just the two of us for a bit. If that's okay with you, of course. Yeah, definitely. Oh, you have a cane now. He props himself up with a sleek-looking black cane. Mm-hmm. You were great. Oh, you were right. It did help me out a lot. Kay sets his cane down at the front door and follows you into the living room. You both try to talk, at once. You go first. Alright. I really want to apologize for being out of touch for so long. There's so many times I wanted to phone or text you. Why didn't you? It's what my psychiatrist recommended. He said that the way I was behaving was, well, inappropriate. And he thought some distance between us might help with that. What do you think? Did it help? I guess. But to be honest, every single day was a struggle. I miss you so much. Then? Why today? What's different now all of a sudden? My psychiatrist and I talked it over and he agreed that I'd gotten better enough that I can be around you. I'm really glad to see you again. You aren't the only one who's missing something this whole time. Oh? And who would that someone be? You already know the answer to that. I have a guess, but I'd sure love to hear anyway. You know, just to make sure I have the right answer. Fucking dick. He's been back for like 10 minutes and he's already teasing me. Jeez. Let me see like crazy, Kay. Hehe. And I can still sense when you're blushing. It's so good to be back here. Are you comfortable talking more about what's happening for you over the last while? I don't mind, as long as you promise not to call me insane or something. I'd never say that. Not out loud. I trust you. I was in lots and therapy, basically. I was actually seeing someone at the mental health center every day at first. They moved to every second day. Me too, actually. For real? I started really struggling after you left, to be honest. I kind of thought my life was over sometimes. But my sub-story doesn't really matter right now. You're free to tell me more if you want to. Well, it wasn't just therapy that helped me out. I don't want you to look at me differently because of it, but I got diagnosed with some problems, and prescribed medication too. He laughed nervously, clearly afraid of you judging him for a struggle. Don't be nervous, Kay. I promise I'll never think badly of you for that sort of thing. You're sweet. I hope you still feel that way after I say it out loud. I'm afraid of your reaction. If there's anyone who I trust in this world, it's you. The psychiatrist said I have bipolar disorder. He's actually pretty sure I've had it for years now. It happens. Probably since before I split from Clive and Jasper, even. I'm sorry, that sounds rough. Because TMI, I have a very close family member that has it. And really, you know when the highs and lows are. So if you can assist in both aspects, honestly, you're good. You can still help, you can still support. And even then, you can just treat him like a normal dude. That's all that has to happen. I'm just glad that things are getting better. But if he thinks that you've had it for years, then how much does your doctor know about the whole Clive and Jasper situation? Ah, that. I didn't tell him any of that, actually. I know that it's not usually a good idea to lie to the doctor, but I think if I told him things like that, I may have gotten a very different diagnosis. Valid. Much less accurate one. I told him all the things that make sense in a non-sci-fi sort of way. I'm sorry. Yeah, huh? Why are you sorry? Sometimes while you're gone, thought about something specific that you said. You told me that all my problems could be traced back to you. But that goes both ways. All of your problems can be traced back to me. Iris, I don't want you to think that way at all. Listen, if you're a problem, then you're the best problem that's ever happened to me. Well, I feel loved. It's such a bad thing to say. I'm still in awe that he can say things like that with a straight face. Ugh. Hey, while I'm here, would you like to go for a walk with me? Yeah, I'd love to. It's refreshing to have Kay suggest doing something without him having to debate in his mind whether or not you might enjoy doing it too. Kay really seems to have matured over the time you were apart. Glad that his mind seems to be more peaceful now, but I wonder if that means in the end, he might be happier by not being a part of my life. Kay's words aren't the only thing that have grown more confident over the last while. With the help of his cane, he is walking with the same sort of ease that he did the day you walked together in the park. Deep in thought again? Kinda. I was just thinking of silly things. Like what? Well, there's something about your mannerisms now that remind me of how things were when we first met. Whoa. That makes me happy to hear you say. While I was gone, I thought a lot about when you told me that I'm still Kay. I didn't really understand what you meant at the time. I thought you were just saying it, so I didn't pity myself. Maybe that was part of it. I don't really know. But like you said, I kept holding on to the identity when I needed it. And what do you think about it now? That I'm Kay. Kay abruptly stops walking. You pause next to him, and he turns toward you with a glint in his eyes. That echoes exactly what he had declared, that he is Kay. It is still true that he might never be the exact same that he used to be. You don't know yet what the future holds, but at this moment it's clear who he is. So has your memory been? Kay's cane falls to the ground with a clunk, and suddenly... Kay throws his arms around you. Huh? You stand in surprise at the sudden gesture. I want to hug him back, but he hugs me so suddenly that my body seems to have forgotten how to move. In the midst of the Kay's embrace, you feel frozen. But unlike with Jasper, it doesn't interfere. When your body finally hits up to what your mind wants, you wrap your arms around him as well. He's shaking a bit. He's just as nervous as I am.
I still don't remember everything, but I feel a closeness to you. I can tell you're someone special to me.
Yeah, because I maxed out everything, dude.
Were we really just friends?
Do you remember before you disappeared?
The honest answer is that we didn't know each other for too long before you went missing. But you were definitely a very close friend to me.
Maybe this is a chance for something else. Maybe now that we're together again, we can be more. I don't know for sure, but I think I might be in love with you.
Hell yeah.
Maybe even before I disappeared, I loved you. I don't know for sure, but I just feel so close to you. You're someone I want to be close to. Someone I want to cherish. Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah! Kiss him right in the eyeball. What the hell kind of leverage is that? You pull away from him just enough to be able to move your face toward him. With a soft, gentle motion, you plant a kiss on his forehead. That's the eyeball.
Full disclosure, I've never really done this before.
As in, you're the only person I've ever been on a date with. You've never been in a relationship or been in love.
But I think I fell in love with you a long time ago. That's why I fought so hard to get you back. Because I knew that you were someone I wanted to have by my side. I gotta quit this speech before I start saying something really embarrassing. But what I'm trying to say is, if there's ever been someone I've wanted to cherish, it's you. I love you.
Your face reddens as the words finish spilling out in somewhere between a heartfelt confession and an awkward ramble. You've never said this sort of thing to anyone before. You've never even felt that way about anyone before. For a long time, you thought that you were the sort of person that was happiest keeping others at a distance. But Kay, he's special. He's special. You knew that even before he went missing. Those nights you spent together learning about your family's past, and your mutation felt different from being with Shannon because your feelings for him were different. You recall the painful ache that you felt in your chest when you found out he went missing. The ache that returned again when he lost his memory, and yet again when he left with your father. It was all leading up to this. I love Kay. I really, really love him.
Did all that sound super weird? I totally rambled on and on and on and...
It isn't weird. Gosh, it isn't weird at all. I was worried I was the one that was sounding weird here. Let's stick together always, okay?
Yeah.
So in the world, happy ending must be there, right? I win! Woo! Now if I can find a way to date an eagle, that would be fun.
Deep down I am glad that I have met can simply not forget you. You by my side is more than enough. At the end of night, you are the sun. Fragmented lies have you holding a shadow wish. But there's hope in your eyes, because there's a heart to fix. The happy end's growing closer, closer. The happy end's growing closer, closer.
I'm almost certain they're staring at me again. I really don't realize it. If they do this thing, when their movements stop and I can sense their eyes on me. Even if I can't see, it's sort of hard to miss. Not to mention, every time I point it out, they shudder like a little kid. Don't forget! He who hunts the wolf. Kay, a boy with a smile almost too cheery for his own good. Indeed, the biggest issue is not his smiles on their own, but the deep desire to please that is masked behind them. He's a good man with a good heart, yet he struggles to keep that heart of his in check. Kay is, no matter what anyone may say, his own person, a unique being separate from Jasper and Clive. His origins are of no importance in determining his existence and his right to be Kay. When you first learned about their condition, did you think of them as the same person? If so, I hope that viewpoint has changed. So many... Stop. Silence. Thank you. So many mysteries seem to have wrapped around his existence, and his unexpected memory loss prevented many of those answers from coming to light. Thus, it is only natural that one question the answer's not yet found. Why can't I read? Why did Kay disappear in the first place? What is the meaning of the feathers that symbolize his fragmented heart? Where was Clive when Kay seemed to manifest physically, despite Clive's current existence, long enough to push you out of incoming traffic? Who really is the woman named Shay, whose hand played a crucial role in these events? And what made her appearances before you suddenly stop? When did Kay become Kay? Was it before he formed or after? If you were to speak to the old Kay, what would he have said about the way things ended up? We still haven't even found the answer to his blindness. So many questions, so many. Perhaps I'm overanalyzing things. Perhaps it was all a strange collection of coincidences that can only be explained as fantasy. Or perhaps the key to these questions will be held within another fragment. 2 souls per fragment. If you strip away fantasy and leave only belief in those around you in its place, what might you find? Here's what what we can guess based on the events thus far. Orange holds the key to 2 important themes, growth and change. If someone who does not desire to grow, nor holds any desire to change, will not do it. It is as simple as that. Finding a reason to get there is the first step, even if the reason seems meaningless at the first glance. If we delve further into symbolism, we could note the meaning behind certain events, feathers, traffic accidents, recurring themes. But I'll allow you to do that on your own, Iris. After all, I'm sure you don't want me to coddle you. It is very late right now, isn't it? You really should get some sleep soon. It's only 11 p.m. Your health is important. Good night, Iris. Dots. Cool, we're back. Enjoying the view. Just looking at the trees. Not at me. Of course not. Don't get ahead of yourself. Oh, I guess I was mistaken. My feelings are hurt now. I make an effort to exaggerate my tone. I'm not actually sad. I just think it'd be cute if they tell the truth. Fine. You win, you win. I was staring at you. How sweet of you. I told you how beautiful you are. Oh, how bold. You know, people usually use that word to describe girls. I think it suits you. What's beautiful about me, then? No way, I'm not gonna answer that. How mean. I can't even see myself in the mirror, and you won't be so kind as to answer me? Oh, hush. Don't use your blindness as a trump card. Your hair and eyes. I always thought you had really pretty eyes. And we're at the park, the sun reflects off of you, like as if you're brighter than the sun. Oh, how embarrassing. I like it. I'm trying to say something sweet. Jeez. One of these days, I'm going to joke around with them too much and end up with a smack in the face. But I can't help myself. They make my heart flutter every time they say those sorts of things. I'll put up with their frustration if my teasing can make them speak their mind once in a while. Thanks to Iris, I can smile naturally again. No, not just thanks to them. It's also thanks to the hard work I put in. But could I have put in the work without them? I'm not sure. I bet they'd be sad again if I admit that out loud. So I'll keep that part to myself for now. I'll just tell them the most important parts. Such as... I love you. I met a guy today. He was so strange, but not in a bad way. He's kinda interesting, with a huge grin that made me want to smile too. Apparently he's part of my father's organization, the one built to protect me. Maybe I'll even be able to befriend him. His name is... I'm beginning to worry about that guy. Whenever he talks about his past, he gets very sad and confused. He told me he doesn't want to talk about it too much. I can't blame him. There seems to be something dark in his past that I don't want to pry for, unless he decides to open up on his own. Today I was attacked, and the last thing I heard before I blacked out was, the happiness of that person is what is most important to me. I don't care what it takes. I want the one who matters most to live. Can I read? Can I read? Thank you. And it's not here. You have stars? Oh, it's just pages. We're missing a couple, and I think that's because I didn't get all the bad endings. We are missing 1, 2, we're missing 3. Look at the baby! Oh, this is all like the original art. Ooh la la. Page 3 out of 3 locked. I see. Your protagonist style. Oh, it's just the male protagonist. Alright, cool. I got 1 for him. I can date him? Oh, girl. Alright, well that's gonna do it for Heart Fragment. For now. And we'll be coming back to this game at some point in the future. That is my promise as a skeleton. Because we gotta figure out how to date Jasper. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you later.